What is up, planet Earth and beyond? It's me, JJ, here with another mock. Can you take a gander at what we might be building today? If you haven't guessed it, today we are going to be starting ARKHAM Asylum. I've got several different figures here that I am super excited to implement into an ARKHAM Asylum build of my own creation. We're not going to be specifically referencing things, but we're going to be using a lot of notes from different video games, different Lego sets that have been released, and just all of the fun stuff that is ARKHAM Asylum and the insanity that ensues inside. Probably going to be building an in-between Killer Croc, kind of like I did with Hugo Strange over here, something along those lines of a brick built, along with my own mock of Clayface. So we're super excited to getting all the figures here ready to kind of get the layout ready. I wanted to have it a special cell for each one, and so I kind of need to make sure all of them were lined up here so that I could design something that would fit each and every one. And we are beginning our mock series on ARKHAM. Don't worry, airship updates are coming soon. I just need to get my parts in, and they are taking their sweet time. So as soon as parts get in, we will continue our airship series. But until then, stay tuned for some awesome mocks that are going to be filling its place while we're waiting for the pieces to get in. I just wanted to have a little disclaimer here for all of my subscribers. I know a lot of YouTubers will stick to one theme in Lego Group, and they'll do that. They'll either build Star Wars, or they'll build Castle, or they'll build superheroes. I'm not going to. I have many different hobbies. I have many different things that I enjoy doing, and you're going to be kind of getting a hodgepodge of whatever I want to build that week. So, not that I don't care about the viewers, but I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and when I don't enjoy it, I won't be doing it. So sometimes that means that I'm going to be working on multiple mocks at a time. Sometimes it's going to be months before I get inspired to work on an upcoming mock, and that's just how I work, that's how I function, so that's the only way that this channel is going to exist at all. But if you're okay with that, please go ahead, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and enjoy the future content. It's going to be a little bit of hodgepodge here. I've been doing a lot of sorting here, so it's going to start by walking you guys through that. Also this week, I spent a good amount of time organizing pieces. Unfortunately, when you build mocks, you take pieces out of their assorted spots, and they go into new things and new creations, and it's wonderful. But at the same time, it's horrible because then you have to dismantle everything and put it away. So I spend way more time of this than I care to admit, but hopefully one day I'll be able to get to a point where I can spend more time making videos than taking Legos apart. I have not gotten to that stage yet. 3 seconds. 3 seconds after completing this is where it landed. I guess that's how mock building goes. I was really excited with where this had gone, and now it is gone. So after that incident, I'm not even gonna attempt to rebuild this. It was kind of just a practice thing, sticking with my 8 base plates that I was going on for a bit, and it's just not worth the time. With my clumsiness today, I'm just going to be dismantling stuff. Before I dismantle this was a Shadow the Hedgehog mock that I made, taking the set and an extra panel there of Shadow and kind of creating a chamber in which he's either getting experimented on or made, however you want to look at that. So just wanted to showcase that before I dismantled it. And yeah, after that incident, I'm not even going to bother touching the mock today. I don't want to drop anything else, and I'm exhausted and tired, so I'm just going to be dismantling some of my other mocks to build future ones. This is another one of the mocks that I really learned a lot from. I really learned a lot structurally. I've just been practicing rock building with a lot of my mocks lately. I'm really proud of the way things turned out up until like here, and then I kind of just lost all interest, and it's been sitting on my shelf for months, and I just don't think that I want to put the time and money into building something this big right now. So I'm really proud of how this entrance for Vlad's castle turned out, and maybe someday in the future I'll revisit this. So until then, though, I'm just going to be dismantling it. Yeah, I've kind of been looking at my mocks very differently lately of just how can I learn, like especially with this one. It's like, okay, I want to build landscapes. How do I do that? I just start doing it. And even though this is a complete and utter disaster, I'm really proud that I took the time to just practice building and trying to learn new techniques and skills. Like with this one, I learned a lot about water and the way that it shows, and it looks horrible, but I learned a lot from it. And so that's really kind of my point, is just learn from what you do and don't do something just because it might not look the way you want it to. This ended up turning out way better than I ever thought it would. So ignore the mess in the background there. But, you know, this turned out way better than I thought it ever would. And so I'm really glad that I just took the time to put the effort in to making some of these things. Alright, so before I seal it off with the back end here, here's kind of my concept for the individual cells. I want them to be modular so I can pull them in and out. That way so I can kind of get the figures in and out easily, and that the whole thing will be kind of a modular built concept on these 10 by 16 plates. And so I just have to finish walling this in and then replicate it all these times. I'm hoping to add some personality to the different rooms. So like the plant and this one, and then a couple other stickers, just to kind of give it some personality. I really want Joker's room to be kind of crazy, so I'll probably make him like a white room with a straight jacket and everything. Just really eccentric white room. Alright, so after some tinkering and some parts placement, I think I finally have an acceptable modular jail cell system here. That opens and closes quite nicely. We got a bed and our toilet sink combo that some jails have. I've gone ahead and added some details for Two-Face. I just kind of threw something random in there for Bane. So now I just have to repeat this 4 times. After I've completed the other jail cells blocks in the modular system that I'm designing here. Alright, so there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, but I just kind of want to get this cool shot here of all of my villains here. I have not finished the top 2 prison cells, as they'll probably be specialized containment cells. For these 2, I believe Mr. Freeze cannot be out a special containment suit without special equipment, and Poison Ivy, I kind of want to give her her own containment center. I know that they typically don't allow her to have plants, but with Hugo Strange here conducting the experiments, he's probably going to take a few liberties that are questionable, to say the least. I'm really disappointed that I don't have another set of doors for these ones, so Man-Bat kind of has a specially designed one. I'm not really sure entirely what the result of him, but it just made the most sense of these 8 to have him have that. I'm really disappointed that I don't have short legs for the Penguin here to have his orange jumpsuit, but it just, I don't have any of the original Lego Penguin. I only have the newest Lego Penguin, which I personally like the best. I feel like he looks really good, but I just don't have the pieces to make him make sense in any other suit at the moment. And I really don't want to go buy any more suits because these weren't cheap. But I really love the way it looks. I'm not 100% certain. I kind of have the Batman Begins Scarecrow for in here. You know, I thought, you know, after he finds him, he kind of has this scared, sweaty face after he gets sprayed with the gases that he releases. And so that's kind of my explanation for that. I don't have a official Scarecrow. I have a mock that I've done with the heresy of a painted on face, but I don't actually have an official Lego Scarecrow, so that's why he looks completely different than on his profile picture there. But just kind of gonna go shot to shot here with the different rooms. Alright, now on to rock work. Alright, so now that I have the size of the jail cells going here, I've decided to make the four corners of the walls. This side will be the front entrance, and I haven't finished designing it, but I wanted to kind of go out and kind of have a road going forward. But my concept here is to have four individual parts that I'll kind of break away and connect here, and then they'll kind of hide the connection points inside. But that way, when I go to dismantle and remove it, I don't have to pick up an entire single piece. So I didn't really film a lot in between. I kind of just started building and started going at it. But this is my rock work structure at the moment. This part of the building here won't actually be with this part. I just kind of want to get an idea for height reference because these will all be on the second story. So I just want to have them there as a reference to like where the actual line for where things will start lining up here will be. But I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. I wanted to add a little more color to my rock structure this time. Really start dabbling with different shapes and colors. I ordered a lot of these, and as I've been building, I kind of wish that I had ordered more of the 1x2 slopes that are only 1 high instead of 3 high. While I do love the 1x3 high, I feel like it doesn't give nearly as much texture, and it kind of it doesn't allow me to build things nearly as fluid. Like if we look through here, it just things seem to shape a little more cohesively instead of the sheer rock sides of a cliff, which is what I'm going for this, so it works for this. But it just, I get so much more diversity as I've been building out of these, and I feel like it really allows the MOC to have so much more color and texture and flavor doing that. So something to keep in mind that I'm thinking of for future MOCs. But let me know what you think of my rock work down in the comments. But with that, we're probably going to go ahead and end this week's update video here. There's still so much to do, but I think this is a good stopping point. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you want to finish this MOC or any other MOC series that you have seen that I haven't either finished or deleted yet. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.